Hello folks, and welcome to, I guess we'll call this one a lab update video. Might as well rip off Johannes's video making style, seeing as I'm ripping off his software anyway. So, as you can see by the floor, we've eliminated quite a lot of the cardboard boxes and clutter here in our new workshop. We've got some shelving up to actually have space to put some bits and pieces. Still way too much stuff here, but at least I can move around and operate here, which is kind of the main idea. As you can see here, I've also got a workbench, and there's a lot of interesting things already on it. And I got a few lights installed as well, so we can kind of see. Still a lot more to do here, but definitely going in the right direction. And most importantly, we can now start to do some EV projects again. And boy, do we have a little bit of a backlog. So I'll start over here. Nearest the back of the bench, we have a Model 3 PCS EU edition and a PCS controller there. We're going to be hooking up. Some folks seem to be having problems with different firmware versions that'll be in the PCS. So we're going to be looking at hopefully getting a PCS that doesn't work with the current controller firmware and working out the differences in the CAN messages. Got a bit of general clutter here. I'm not going to describe too much about that yet, but it will be quite interesting when it does happen. Here we have a brand new, straight from the main dealer, BMW i3 Lim. And here we have a BMW i3 BDC, or body domain controller, and we have a BDC simulator. So we're going to be finally now getting a chance to get to grips with the methodology for programming a brand new Lim, so that we can use them in our conversion projects for CCS fast charging. Over here, we have a bunch of inverters from left to right. Prius Gen 3, Lexus GS 450H, Lexus GS 300H, and sitting on top of that we have a VCU in its case, getting ready for a uber boring video where we'll be detailing how to connect these inverters to it and run these gearboxes stroke transmissions. So GS 450H will be first, and its own inverter. We'll be going through the painstaking process of wiring that up and getting it spinning here with our VCU. And hopefully looks like there's been some problems on the forum over the while that I've been away from this stuff. So I kind of said to myself, the only real way to get to the bottom of that is for me to get myself a test set up. And unfortunately, up until recent times, I haven't had I just haven't had the space here to do anything, because this was just cardboard. Everything, all my tools and equipment was just boxed up from the move. So while I was at it, getting the 450H, I struck up a deal and got myself a, this is the newer gearbox. This is from the GS 300H and the IS 300H, and I think it's even in the 450H from the 2015 model year, quite possibly. This is a much simpler gearbox than its cousin. I think this is the L110, this is the L210. So we'll be going into details on those on a more specific video. But what I will be doing is a little bit of a mix and match between the gearboxes and the inverters to see, can we run, say for example, a 450 gearbox with a Prius inverter? Can we run the 300 gearbox with the 450 inverter and vice versa? So it'll be quite interesting. We don't know the synchronous serial communication protocol for this. This is the GS300 inverter, but we will give it a try with the info that we have, and if it doesn't work, I'll be trying to find a vehicle then that we can grab a synchronous serial capture from. So that'll probably be a bit of a struggle, but more difficult things have happened. Over here then we have our Nissan Leaf 110 kilowatt drivetrain, which we will be installing in our truck, which is currently out there with the tarpaulin over it, because I've basically using it as a little bit of storage for some of those pesky cardboard boxes. So once I get a little bit more shelving and storage organized here, I'm going to be putting some more kind of high level shelving and stuff up here. We will be able to decommission the last of those boxes, get this floor area cleared away, and then we're going to have the truck in here for the autumn winter, and that is going to be, this is where we'll be doing the conversion on the truck, and that's going to feature things like our Nissan Leaf drivetrain. Still haven't worked out what kind of battery I'm going to get for it yet, but that's kind of, well, that'll work itself out. Also, we've our Model 3 drive unit waiting, not forgotten, for its soon to be happening open source software. What else is going on here? I guess that's about it for the minute, folks. Just wanted to give you a bit of a lab update and a little bit of a tour. Nothing too spectacular. We've got just a bit of storage for stuff. I picked up a Gen 3 charger there. There's some, what's the Mitsubishi stuff. There's a limb in there. That'll be for the truck. I still don't have power anywhere at the minute, so I've still got to get sockets and compressed air lines and all kinds of stuff hooked up, but that can be all done later. Main thing was just to get us back into the old EV working saddle, so that's where things are at the minute. So as always, folks, thank you very much for sticking with me. I know the last year or year plus now has been a bit crazy, and it kind of hasn't been what you're accustomed to. So thank you for staying around and following me. And oh yes, we've also got our BMW 330e hybrid gearbox that we'll be getting some serious work on that, hopefully, because that is a very interesting item. It's got an electric motor coupled to an 8-speed hydraulic planetary gearbox, so that's on the cards too. Anyway, that's about it for now, so we will catch you in the next update, which is probably going to be focusing on our Toyota hybrid stuff and integrating with the VCU. So yes, that's it. So don't forget to give us a thumbs down. Do not share this crap with anyone. They will not thank you. Do not subscribe. Bad. And until next time, happy workshopping.